the highest amount of goals per game in the entire majors. No one else has even reached the 3 mark. So we're going to be seeing like a high scoring, opportunities here for the Eagles. The Panthers, coming in a little bit more defensive, only scoring around 2.5 goals a game, but they're actually only letting in 1.45 goals against a game, which is the second lowest in the majors. So let's see if the defense can be stingent enough to stop the offense here of the Eagles.
Yeah, but you say second lowest, and it's by far the second lowest, because the third lowest is the Whitecaps, the only other team to let in less than 2 goals per game, right? Other than the 2-9 Spartans, who, well, let's be honest, looking at their stats, their games must be Borfest, because 1-0, 2-1 games. That's what it looks like every game, and sadly, it looks like they're losing a majority of those. So, not looking too good for them. Defense is only good if you can turn it into offense afterwards. And the Panthers know how to turn it into offense. Sadly, though, they've had a lot of losses, and 3 of those are forfeits.
Yeah, it's
so
just
you have to say. Yeah, you have to say they're a 6-2 team technically. So they lost.
Yeah, theoretically,
forfeited,
right?
Yeah, they lost the Sharks in forfeit. They forfeited to the Lions, right? And they forfeited to Storm 3 weeks in a row. But before that, they won to the Kings 3-0. They 3-0'd the Spartans. They 3-0'd the Lions. And then afterwards, when they came back from all those forfeits, they 3-2'd. They got 3-2'd by the Whitecaps. They swept the Bulls. They swept the Hawks. They got swept by the Hawks. They swept the Pirates. They swept the Flames. So it's very back and forth. They lost the Hawks already, and now they're up against the counterpart Eagles here. The Hawks aren't looking too hot, but all the other teams that they swept are teams that have the same record as them, pretty much, right? And they outright beat Whitecaps early on this season. Yes, they went toe to toe, with Whitecaps, but overall, the team looks really strong on paper. It's just with those 3 losses, it's really cost them.
Yeah, who are you looking at on that Panthers squad that you think's kind of been leading that charge? I'm looking at Bix and Deluxe, man. Those are 2 very, underrated players in my opinion. They could really, do some damage, like you're saying. Very, very sneaky, and they got Mark playing with them. So, be on the lookout for this team as well. But the Eagles, man, you just can't, dismiss that offense, man. They're just rocketing it on people. At the same time, when I mentioned they got the most goals per game at that 3.37 mark, they're also coming in with 9.11 shots per game, which is also the highest in the major division, and no one else in the division has reached the 9 mark. So we're gonna see I think a very push heavy game here by the Eagles, and the Panthers are gonna kind of have to try to look for those like counter attacks if they're gonna trap the ball in their zone, look to make a quick play up the field and get it going the other way.
They got 8 wins in a row, the Eagles do, on top of that, and their last win was a forfeit from the Spartans. So technically, they are 8-2. They lost early on the season. They actually started off 1-2. Funny enough, they lost to the Flames in a 3-2, and then they got swept by the Ducks. And ever since then, they only went to 1 Game 5 up against the Pirates. Every other game was either a Game 4 or a sweep victory for them. And that is very, very telling. Up against the Panthers now, a team they haven't played against. This is actually closer, I would say, than their records might show. I'm actually looking at the Panthers here. This is definitely a Game 5. If the Pirates and Flames can bring this team to a Game 5, I have no problem thinking that the Panthers could do it as well, maybe even win it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be a good matchup here. It is not a divisional matchup, but the Panthers really fighting in that Predator division. They're right tied there with the Bulls, with that 6-5 record, and a big win would kind of get them above the Bulls depending on how they do tonight. But at the same time, the Panthers only have a 2-2 divisional record compared to the Bulls 3-1. So they got to get the edge wherever they can, and if they could pull off a big win here against the Eagles, it would be a great thing to see.
No, it's the worst part is that the Panthers actually have a better winning percentage than the Eagles. They are the only team with over 70% winning percentage. So despite their big, quote unquote, big amount of losses, right? This team should not be underestimated whatsoever. And a lot of people, you're saying, right, like that the Eagles obviously are the team to beat here, and for good reason, right? You have over 1.2 goal differential per game, and the shooting percentage is over 7%. But you look at that of the Panthers, right? It's also 7% shooting shooting percentage differential. It's also 1 goal per game goal differential, right? And I'm sorry to say, but the Panthers on paper, in my opinion, actually look like the better team here. I'm going to have to give the edge to the Panthers.
That's a bold take, man. I love the take. Let me get some fire emotes in the chat. It's a bold take. Let's see if you can if that's going to happen here. If that's going to happen here. Another one by Quantum. But yeah, man, we should be getting these players in here pretty soon. A little bit past 9 o'clock now.
Yeah, and listen, I really like what the Eagles bring here. They bring a lot of offense, but it's their defense I'm afraid of here, because the defense of the Panthers is strong enough to stop big offenses, as it's shown so far, and its offense in itself isn't the weakest. It's not even midfield. It's in the upper midfield for sure. It's not the top team. Obviously, the Eagles hold that spot, and no one's even close.
Hold on. I think the game just started. Quantum, wait, hold on. Cut it back to the game.
Cut it back to the game. We're cutting back to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to Itachi and Tomas for this game.
Good night, boys.
Thank you so much, Quantum. We were kind of waiting to see what would happen there, but the Eagles, while everybody was unaware, have taken a 1-0 lead here. So obviously they are the favorite. Well, not by Quantum, but in my mind, they seem to be the favorites to win this matchup here. Their offense is just, I think, going to be a little too much for that good Panthers defense to handle, but I don't think it's good enough to hold them.
I actually think the Panthers can win this. Deluxe and MDOT are very strong defensive players, as well as very good offensively. Bits is very good as well. MDOT is a recent addition to this roster, but he's made them gel a lot. So I think we're in for quite a treat here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close series. I would not be surprised at all if this goes to 5. But yeah, I think that both teams are going to show, their strengths in certain games, and we're just going to have to see how it plays out over time. But for right now, the Eagles, it was off a kickoff goal, by the way, so no one was able to get back to it. It happened really quickly. So we are now officially underway, but here's Deluxe putting this one off the right corner wall. It's not going to go. Moot. M-Dot going to get denied, and now Bits trying to get a second touch. He does get it past one. Dot trying to get another one, and Tekos, whatever, however you pronounce that, is going to get the clear, with Deluxe now finding one and going to be denied yet again. Here is Dot trying to take this one off the wall, and Tekos, that is just such a weird name to say, takes it away. Bubbly tries to get one on net, and right now, both teams kind of, feeling each other out, seeing where can we attack, where can we exploit some mistakes, and it's looked really even so far. As have Bits trying to take a shot here. It's going to be denied by Tekos, and now Bubbly Reaper trying to get another touch, but it's going to be taken away, and now Dot trying to go up that left side wall, passing it down to Deluxe. Up to Dot, it's not going to get back up there, though. I think they were looking for that sweet-looking passing play. So now Bits trying to get this one around off the corner wall. It does go past one defender, but it's going to be taken away from Pancake. So both teams looking incredibly even so far. The only mistake made at the kickoff, and it looked like maybe another mistake was about to be made there. It almost is as well. Great save, great stuff from this Panthers D. They are able to get it out to the Eagles side now, as they are continuing an attack here that's lasted almost all game. It's looked really promising for that Eagles offense, as we know, as Quantum and Cyan had said, that offense is struggling this season a little bit, only allotting about 2.5 goals per game. Now, don't get me wrong, that is good, but to beat this team, maybe you only have to score a couple goals because their defense has been phenomenal so far. And now Tekaz takes this one off the corner wall, tries to get it clear, and back to Deluxe. This one looking to be centered up again and cleared away. So welcome back, Itachi. I know you weren't here, so kind of let you get back. So
PC decided I wasn't allowed to watch for that time.
Gotcha.
Sounds like I missed a lot though.
Yeah, it's been really even. I mean, you didn't really miss much, but a lot of opportunities for both sides. Panthers trying to get that final one, and they're gonna get it. It's a 1-1 game, and what else did we expect but a close match? So they are proving that this game is indeed the game of the night.
I don't even know what went on there. It was a great shot from MDOT, and an even better save by the goalie. I forget who was in net, but then it was just like after. Nobody knows. Oh my gosh.
A bump, but not gonna go anywhere. Bits kind of gets a weird touch. Maybe that was intentional, actually, as it gets off the wall and almost down to Dot to take a second shot. And now Bits trying to put this one. It does go off the top wall, but saved away from Bubbly Reaper. And now Pancake trying to get this one over the top of the defenders, but they can't get it to do so. And now Bits putting this one towards the Eagles half, and this Eagles offense looking like it's struggling a little bit, starting to be, a little bit slow to start out the gates here, but I have no doubt that they will find their stride, as, the stats have indicated they are a very good offensive team. We're going to head to overtime, and so what do you think both teams need to do, from what you've seen at least, that they can change up or keep doing the same in order to get their team over the top here in game one?
Did you say from what I've seen? Was that a me lagging out joke?
Yeah, it was. It was.
I think the Eagles. My heart jumped a bit there. The Eagles need to look for each other a bit more offensively. They're very fast, which means I think that demos are a big possibility for them. Panthers, I think so far from what I've seen, the Panthers have played really well, but they just offensively, with all these opportunities they have, they should have scored at least 2 or 3 goals by now.
Yeah, and you saw an example of that while talking about that exact thing, and Deluxe does deliver. And they will take a 1-0 series lead. That's a 2-1 win for them, and that's a great shot. But like you said, they did miss a lot of opportunities, but I think that they will take a win when there is a win. So yeah, they're going to take game 1, and Eagles are looking to bounce back in game 2.
Yeah, and I just think that the Panthers will win this completely because the Eagles' defense is not as good as their offense. So I don't think they'll be able to keep up with the Panthers on both sides.
Yeah, and I mean that's looked like it's been the way it's played out. I mean, you see the shots there. It is 14 shots to only 6 and 2 goals to 1. So Panthers doing something right, and here is some chatter going on here in the match here as we wait for Bits to ready up, and there he goes. Well, I don't know what that is, like a stuffed animal T-Rex profile pic. I kind of like that, but regardless, it is a profile pic, like it or not.
Little beanie babies, is that what they were called?
Maybe, I wouldn't know. Unfortunately, I'm not a kid and indestructible anymore, so starting to get old and I don't like that. But we are underway in game 2 as Dot is going to get this one and put it up to Deluxe on the kickoff, and here is Dot again trying to get another touch, and now going down the Bits. Pancake gets it over top of one. He's going to try to get a center here. Down to the middle. Tekaz misses the shot. He had an opportunity, maybe, but flying a little too fast, and now Reaper Trying to get this one passed, and this one is cleared away again. So the Panthers are looking really strong so far, both offensively and defensively. The Eagles have not been able to get anything done, as this one is put off to the back right side for the Eagles. And this one, an absolute banger of a pinch towards Deluxe. He's trying to take a second shot, and this was going to be denied by Tekaz. MDOT trying to put this one up the left or right field wall, whichever side you can see it from. And now Deluxe taking this one, looking for a flip reset maybe, and it's not going to go. Puts MDOT in a little bit of a precarious position, and now Bits trying to take this one outside, and the Eagles are looking like they may have found some sort of offensive groove, because it hasn't really entered their half for an extended period of time this game at all.
Yeah, and if it does enter the Panthers side, we see a swift clear within at least 10 seconds of the ball being in their half. So the Eagles are going to have to put a lot more together than just a clear and hoping they can stay on offense like this.
It is going to go. Tekaz gets the goal. This one almost got saved, but I believe that was Deluxe going up for the second save. He almost had it, but I think regardless, Tekaz would have had it. So a great play from the Eagles that time. It's 1-0.
Yeah, they really took advantage of the defensive mispositionings. I don't even know if it's a word, but it is now. Of the Panthers there. There's another.
And Pancake doing the same exact thing, taking advantage of the mispositions on defense from, I like that word. I don't know if it's a real one, but I do like it.
I'm Googling it. We're finding out.
And there is Pancake with the goal. 2-0, 3:15 to go. The Eagles have definitely stepped it up here in Game 2. They found that second gear that they needed in Game 1 to get them over the top, but are using it in Game 2 to tie the series up. And a close one there. Tekaz got the save. It was expected, but a little closer than he would have wanted it for sure. As Dot takes this one, trying to get it over top of Pancake. He's not going to let him, and now taking this one, gets it over one defender. Deluxe does take it away from him, though. And now pass to the middle. And now you got to be careful here. If you're the Panthers, it looks like they're pushing up quite a bit on offense here, allowing a little bit, maybe a lot of space on defense there, but they are down 2-0 after all.
Yeah, and once you reach that 2-goal deficit mark, you will see teams send their entire team up on offense a lot more. And mispositioning is 100% a word. Google has clarified that for me, so I was actually a genius.
Well, that's I didn't know that was a word, but I'm glad that I do know it now, so I don't, get what's the word? I can't even find words. So we're just gonna go back to. We're just gonna go back to play-by-play because I can't even get anything done. So here is Reaper on another hit here, trying to get this one center for a teammate. It's going to be denied from Deluxe, and now Bits getting this one over top. Tekaz is there for the save. The defense for the Eagles looking stronger this game. A lot of opportunities for the Panthers, though, and I think we saw that last game where they had a lot of opportunities, but they did not capitalize on every single one.
Yeah, it's their finishing touches that are lacking, that are really hurting them so far this game. They have great shots, but close. Yeah, 6 shots to 4 saves. That means not terrible, but there have been a lot of chances where they could have gotten a goal.
There's a chance where the Eagles could get a goal, but it's going to be denied from Deluxe up to Bits. Back down to himself, I guess, and it's going to be quickly taken away from Tekaz as he reads this one perfectly off the wall, gets another touch, and Dot unable to get there in time to keep it on the Eagles' half. And now Pancake looking for a shot. This one a little bit too high. Reaper to take a second one, and it's not going to go. So Bits trying to clear this one out. They're trying to get any sort of momentum, I think. I don't know. They're definitely still looking to win at this juncture in the game, but I think they kind of have that sense that, hey, this one's away from us. Let's get a little bit of more momentum and head into Game 2 starting strong.
Yeah, you want to leave with a goal in this game. close. You can win. It's unlikely. Yeah, well now you can. Oh, it's off.
Yeah, I think that pretty much, regardless of what happens, I think that spells the end of game. And Bits is kind of showing you, hey, it's over by just slowly backing up into the ball. So it's over. The Eagles win it. They tied the series 1-1. I think they made all the changes they needed to, but now you look to, every time a team loses, the winning team usually doesn't make any adjustments, but the losing team will. So what adjustments do the Panthers need to make going into Game 3?
They need to take away the Eagles' offensive space that they gave them randomly the last game. I think they still think they could play a little bit faster. I also think that they need to get Bits up offensively. He seems very, very capable on offense. He's still a good defensive player, but I just like him a bit better on offense. Eagles to win the next one, I think they need to play even faster, and they need to not allow so many shots to go towards their net, because the Panthers aren't sinking all of them, but too much pressure will lead to a goal very fast.
Absolutely, and here we go. Game 3. It is late night Rocket League for you guys here on RLPC, as it is every Tuesday and Thursday. And Sunday for majors, so don't forget, if you guys want to see more of this action, we usually got Major Sunday on Sundays, so don't forget to tune in then. But for right now, we are back after that amazing promo that I must say that I just made an amazing promo. But here we go. And there it is, Pancake gonna put it through, and it is gonna be 1-0 for the Eagles, and what a bump on Deluxe, and he doesn't get it. He's not able to get back.
Yeah, it was really funny because everybody on the Panthers there got bumped or demoed. Bits and MDOT got completely destroyed and were out of the play, and Deluxe was just alone. So really, really good awareness by the Eagles there.
Yep, and getting right back at him, but Pancake gonna even it out, saying, hey, we're the guys that are bumping and demoing here. We're not gonna allow you to take the lead in that category either. So they are really making their presence known. It looks like they were like, hey, we still last game had a hard time getting to the back of the net, so let's make a quick adjustment. Just go for demos when you can. And so far, it's worked out for them. They've really opened up the field a lot more, even than last game.
Yep, miscommunication here on the Panthers defense allows for an easy goal by Tekos. And Deluxe were confused about who was going to hit that there, so that allows for open net.
Yeah, and I think a lot that had to do with that is the Eagles take a 2-0 lead, same as last game's final score, but only a minute and 10 seconds into this one. So I think what they've done, honestly, from last game, it looks like the Eagles have made the adjustment and decided, hey, we're going to score even more. We're going to get demos, bumps, anything that we can do to slow that defense down from Panthers. And if you're the Panthers, the only counter to getting demoed or having them going for demos is you got to move a little bit quicker, make those quicker turns, quicker adjustments, and still be able to put yourself in position to make plays in order to make it a lot more difficult for those bumps and demos to happen.
Yeah, and another really good way to beat demos, what we just saw right there is long high clears. It already requires boost for the ball to be hit, unless you want the ball to be in your half, which means you either have a player going for the ball or a player going for demos. So that's really how you kind of beat the demo strategy, but the Eagles kind of have a lot more in their arsenal.
Yes, indeed. And looks like they are able to get back to that one in time, as Deluxe going to keep it on the Eagles half. This one has turned into kind of a, over the last couple of games, we had all the energy in the world headed into Game 3 here, but it has been really stale from the, to say the least, from the Panthers. It's like they came into Game 1 firing on all cylinders. Game 2 was okay. They were still getting on offense, but here in Game 3, that final last adjustment has made the biggest difference for the Eagles, and they've just been able to completely shut down the offense. But here's an opportunity from Deluxe, cleared away again, and Tekaz with the save there, and now going off. Oh no, this one's backflipped, and M-Dot gets the save, but now another shot gonna come through from Tekaz. It's gonna be saved away again, another double commit. And now this one is cleared. Bits looking for a double here.
Oh.
It looked promising, but it did not happen.
He actually jumped off the ceiling for that too, which that would have been insane. That's dangerous. Yeah.
Tekaz gets another clear. Deluxe trying to get a shot here. They are really playing well, I will say, in these last minutes wind off the clock. And I think at this point, I know we talked about it earlier, but I think, you know, it seems like the Eagles are playing not to lose, but at the same time they're playing to win. And I think there's something to be said about there has to be a balance between those two things.
Yeah, you don't want to send everybody on offense and throw the game away by giving up free goals, but you also don't want to be too complacent on defense and just allow chance after chance for the other team. And when you're in any game that relies off scoring goals to win, a 2-goal... Bruh, what?
3-goal lead's pretty safe, though.
Yeah, 3-goal lead is safe.
Yeah, just... this series has flipped from the Panthers looking like they were going to take it in game 1 to the Eagles come back saying, no, we're fine. We just had a rough start. I'm really looking, I don't know, I'll ask you in a minute, but I'm looking to see if the Panthers can get something going late in this one, and if they can translate, I don't know what it would be, but something in the next game.
Yeah, and this is how you want to do that. This is how you want to start that. You get a goal. This game is thrown away. It's winnable. 2 goals, 32 seconds in Rocket League, not impossible. Very doable. But at this rank, for that to happen, it would be super unfortunate for the Eagles. So what the Panthers really need to do is just try to score as many times as they can here to get the momentum for the next game. Because I don't think they're going to win this game. But I think they have a good shot for the next one. Yeah. Well, paste.
Yep, and there's the check I was putting the last one through. And I'm glad I asked you that question when I did, because I forgot how to swallow water. So it's a little bit of a struggle there for a couple of seconds. But regardless, it's 4-1. This game has gotten away from the Panthers, and it got away from them quickly. So I don't know what they... I think they just need to play a little bit faster, you know, just get a little bit more on offense. And but right now the Eagles are definitely looking like the better team.
Yeah, the Eagles are playing with a lot more chemistry. They have a lot more trust. There were a lot of times where the Eagles were all three relatively close to the net, and the Panthers would send a shot, and only one person for the Eagles would jump, and it was a person furthest back. So that just shows how much these players trust each other.
Yeah, and I mean, Tekaz looking really good so far too. I mean, if we stop this game right now, you know,
Stop
but we
the
are
count?
not. I guess so, yeah. But we are. It is 2-1 right now. But yeah, if we were to stop this game right now, this series, I would say that by far the most influential player would have to be Tekaz. They keep switching spots in the choose team thing, so I got mixed up. But someone must be late for this one here. They are really trying hard to keep this one delayed here. So yeah, you got any more comments on you know, Panthers, Eagles? What do these two teams need to do to close this series out?
Well, I think for the Panthers to win this, they need to embrace that they have the better color in this game. Blue is not superior to this beautiful pink color that the Panthers have. So off that, they should win alone. Just kidding. The Panthers need to... It seems like they're not communicating as well with each other. So what they really need to do is talk a little bit more and look for each other. Because when we saw them passing, they were scoring very easily, and it looked like way too much for the Eagles to handle. But then, the Eagles clapped back these last 2 games. So they go back to their game one form of passing to each other and looking for demos and playing a bit faster and not letting the ball just into their half. But you can't really just like stop Tekos from doing that because Tekos does what he wants.
Indeed, and let's give a round of applause to these two, though. I mean, keeping this server alive, so we do not have to change until, never. As long as they keep doing this, these guys are doing a fantastic job, making us run out of a little bit of material to talk about because the game's not happening. But this is great stuff right here, keeping your team alive and in the server. So, yeah, hopefully everybody is having a great night as we wait on this, what could be the finishing game here for this series. I do not think it will be. I think Panthers will bounce back. Do you think that the Panthers can bounce back here as well and cause a Game 5?
I think it's doable. I really think it's doable. You beat them once, which means you can definitely beat them again. I think what they really need to do is they just gotta go out and take it from the Eagles. That's what they did the first game. Second and third game, I don't know if it was just the Eagles are too overwhelming for them, but there he is.
And phenomenal job from the Eagles. I mean, that might be the longest time that I've seen a private server be able to be delayed. I mean, they were just joining and leaving and joining and leaving from their side of the team, and it allowed us to get this game underway in the same server, making it a lot less complicated for everybody. So thank you very much. But I'll tell you, man, the Panthers are looking hungry here after having to wait that long.
Yeah, and I don't think it was anything intentional for the Eagles. It was probably just Bubbly had to restart his game or change his car. Which, let's be real, anytime you do that, Rocket League is definitely gonna crash your game. At least it does it to me. So I think after that, I think that actually broke the Eagles' momentum a little bit here.
Oh yeah, I wasn't by any means saying it was intentional. I mean, if you're rolling, you want to be right back in the game right away, and I'm sure that's what the Eagles wanted. It just unfortunately didn't happen. So they are still looking to find that first goal, and this is a bit of a difference in the way the series has gone. There's not in the way that both of the series have gone for both of us so far here today casting. I mean, there has not been a goal scored in the first minute of the game.
Yeah, by now we've had at least 1 or 2 goals scored in every one of the series we've watched.
So Pancake trying to take a shot here. It's going to be denied off the left side wall. Dot's going to take it, putting it up to Deluxe. What a pinch! But Tekos is going to take it away, or Tekos, I don't know. We'll have to get the proper pronunciation from the man himself. So until then, it'll be what it'll be. Now Pancake taking a shot. It's not going to go. Tekos not going to get the second shot, and Deluxe going to have an easy clear. Can he find the pass over to Bits? He knows he's there. And now Tekos, Dot knew he wasn't going to miss. And now Tekos trying to get a second shot here. Can he get it to go? He will not. Bits is going to be there to take it away. So now 0-0 game. Both teams are deadlocked. As I say it, it's almost a 1-0 game for the Eagles. But both teams looking to have a really strong defensive rotation. This is kind of looking like the way Game 1 was in the middle of the game as well.
Yeah, we're seeing... Bro, this crossbar on both teams has just played the absolute best. There's so many shots that have gone off the post.
If you had to give the save counter to the crossbar and post and/or post this game, what do you think the number would be on that? I mean, it seems like it's been a lot.
It's at least 6 and
7.
Yeah, 7 right there. It's at 7 now. But
Man,
Sorry,
and they
Tekos in front of the net is dangerous.
yeah, he's kind of like a shark in fishy waters trying to find the food. You know, I don't know. It wasn't the best. What do you call those? Struggling with words today. Analogy. Analogy. That's not the best analogy I could have come up with, unfortunately, but it's what you get when I'm
Shark
here.
water? We all got it.
So now, Pancake looking to maybe try to snag some boost and get a shot going. Bits is gonna be get it taken away.
Goal.
And now this one, and Tekos thought the crossbar was gonna save him again, but it was all for nothing as Bits will get the first goal of the game.
Yeah, Tekos, so this is actually a really, like, good fake. Deluxe went up and, like, faked as if he was going to pass and allowed Bits to take a shot, and that just threw Tekos through a loop.
Threw him for a loop. Indeed. I mean, I've seen some confusing things over, the times. I wouldn't say that's one of the more confusing ones that you have to deal with, but when a double commit you think is going to happen doesn't happen, and then something goes right towards you in a really tough to save spot like the top corner where Bits placed it, that's really tough to defend against. But now the Eagles looking to tie this one up. They do with with 35 seconds to go. Tekos gets it off the wall, and Pancake finishes it off.
Yeah, Tekos beats MDOT, who played that very patiently, which it came back to bite him. He just put himself in the one spot that he could get beat in, which just allowed a go. Oh.
This is probably one of the more weird kickoffs I've seen in recent memory. That just looked all out of whack there for both teams, and but now we're starting to get back into a groove here as Bits passes it over to Dot. Dot trying to put this one over the top of the defender, which is Tekos, but you're not going to do that. He'll take it right from you. This one right in front of the net. It's going down now with 7 seconds to go. Pancake's going to keep the pressure for the Eagles. Can the Panthers hang on here? And now Reaper with a pass across the middle. This is going to be Tekos keeping this one up. Pancake gets another touch here. He's going to put it off the corner wall, trying to keep this one in the air and smartly playing that down. And we've got overtime in Game 4. This is crucial that the Panthers win this. You want to be coming out of this one with the 7-5 record and not 6-6.
Yeah, you want.
It's, oh man, 6-6 it'll be, and that might have gone through his car. It did. That is an unfortunate way to end the game.
He got a touch, but it was just on the wheel side, so it couldn't be directed away, bro. That was pain. That was painful.
And after what I thought was going to be a really exciting finish to this overtime, regardless of which team won it, I mean, the Eagles took advantage and they just went after it.
Yeah, the Panthers played great throughout the whole series. Yeah, they had some mistakes and some double commits, but I don't really think the Eagles outclassed them by a lot. I think that was a close series. Yeah, kickoff overtime goal. It's painful. Makes you not want to play Rocket League anymore. I've been there about 3 times a day, but you bounce back. You're 6-6. There's a chance. Is there a chance that they could get in the playoffs?
It would. I mean, at 6-6, I would say so. I mean, I would have to look at the standings. Let's see. Panthers. Yes, they're gonna need some help, but it's still likely, or not likely. It's still within reach. They got to win. I would say the majority of their games, but the Bulls are 6-5 as well. And according to what happens tonight, could fall to 6-6, making them tied with the Panthers. So, yeah, but overall, that's a great night of matchups here. I believe that we are going to head over to the desk here for the final show, or desk if you want to call it. So yeah, thank you guys very much for joining us. We'll be back. Tobes, do we have that next? I see in media that we might have. Oh wait, he wants to end it. Never mind. I am not really doing too good tonight, but that's okay. It's been Itachi and Moss. Itachi, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hopefully you guys had a blast. Stay healthy, everybody, and we hope to see you guys as soon as possible again for another beautiful RLPC night. Good night.